Good, y'all? Jiggly J here, and welcome to the first ever UFC tier list. Never
Yes,
seen
sir.
before, first ever one made. And I have a special guest with me, one of the cheesiest of the cheesers,
Oh,
BK
man.
Denoa.
Oh, man. If I'm going to be a cheeser, it's okay, man. That's not the intro I was expecting. I was expecting top 100 PlayStation and
Nah,
Xbox.
you're a cheeser, though. Do you not
We'll
call
talk
yourself
about
the
that
exploit
later.
king?
I mean, you can have the exploits, but that don't mean you got to use them, bro. It's
Let's just
like,
get on to it. Let's get on to it. Let's get
all
on to
right,
it.
man.
So, first up, we got UFC 5. Clinch spamming. Where would you rank this?
UFC 5 clinch spamming is
Yeah.
still, it's hard to deal with, okay? Now, the thing to think about and remember, you got to remember you can always just take that person down. But for somebody who wants to go a striker, dealing with clinch spamming is tough. You know, for me, I think clinch spamming will be like a high B to an A, honestly. You know, if we talking
Yep.
about like, what do you have it at?
To be honest, clinch spamming, like if you're using it right, like if you're using clinch spamming just to like land elbows and land strikes, it's like a B to a C. But if you're using the clinch like like a treehouse type of player and you're just taking someone's back or pulling guard or trying to get them to the ground, I'd rank it a B or an A if you're good on the ground game. So
Yeah,
I'd
I
give it
think
an
it.
A.
Okay, we'll give it an A. We'll give it an A. I understand that. And the
Plus,
clinch spam. Go ahead.
if you rock your opponent, like get their block really low, like block break them and stuff, and elbows are just free. Can't do nothing
Oh
about it.
my god, yeah. That's the thing. It's literally a 50-50 right there, and they can't even block it half the time. So,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I agree to that right there. So, next, we got to
Takedown bells.
take down Bales.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's have this conversation, okay? It's been put in the game and patched twice. I don't know if you remember that,
I
but
didn't
it's
know it was
happened
patched twice.
twice. It was UFC 4, it was free, and then they patched it, and then UFC 5 it was free, and then they patched it. You used to not have to have, you know, you used to not have to use stamina and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Oh shoot.
yeah, you don't need a stat. You used to not have to use a stamina advantage. Now, the thing to remember, you're not gonna be able to like bail spam a really good player. It's not really gonna work at all because you got that trip. You know what I'm saying? It was a thing in
Yeah.
UFC 4 and 5. So with that being said, you know, part of me wants to put it like useless against good players, but like even a really good player would be able to block your trip and then turn it into like a basically at that point you would have to like reverse or something. If that's when it gets more skilled though is the thing.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, I think bail spamming now is at a D, but at its highest point it was at like a B or a C. It was a problem actually. You could
Okay.
put it all the way like A, B, like, but
Yeah,
right now
I
I put it
agree.
at useless. I put it at useless right now.
Okay, and next, some people would say this is not cheese. I'd call it cheese. We got flying knees.
Oof. Flying knees, just like the spam, like it's such a 50-50 move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for some reason, I don't know if it's the animation, I just be wanting to drop my hands. I think some of it just got to do. You see the knee coming and your stamina's low, and you're not trying to get
Yeah.
that tax type shit, and people know how to
Sometimes
love
it's
it.
it's like really fast. Like they'll be circling and they'll just throw the knee out there
Yeah.
just randomly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I think there was a really cheesy one, the lead flying knee.
Oh yeah, the lead one.
That shit was crazy. They patched it, but that's one of the moves that cheesers just love. It's like that 50-50 move. Now,
Actually, when UFC 5 first came out, I know Yuri's flying knee actually had tracking to it. Even if you tried to sidestep, he'd still track and hit you.
damn, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like the level of it or what?
No, you know how like he would like kind of like run up a little bit with his knee, but like he would like move like 2 steps, then he'd throw the knee.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that would have tracking to it.
Damn.
So you couldn't
Okay.
even sidestep it.
Yeah. Well, in that case, let's talk about one other thing though before we put on there. We talking about just UFC 5, or we talking about UFC 4 too? Because it was even crazier in UFC
Ah,
4.
we're
That's the
putting in
problem.
both. We're putting in both. I'd put that at
Both
C.
C. Yeah, if we're talking 5, it'd be probably a little less useful. But both, like, because UFC 4, UFC 3
Yeah,
was up at the B, so balancing out, it's like at a C.
we
All right,
got
what we
the
got?
UFC 4 Nebo.
Oh my gosh!
It really depends.
Now,
It really depends on your type of Nebo though, cause there's like the Lee knee, like the Moroccan knees, or like the the normal Nebo. It really depends on how you
yeah,
were using it. But either way,
yeah.
Nebo was still difficult to
UFC
go against.
4 Nebo, have to put that up in A just because of the fact you had Rowdy winning like up, bro. You
Forgot
feel me?
about
Like
him.
if anything that's gonna put you up in the leaderboard, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's something. Yeah, I'd put that up there in A just because of how, because you used to like back up while throwing the knees, so you
yeah.
couldn't hit nobody with hooks, uppercuts, and you would whiff, and it would take half your stamina. And the elbow would come after it. Yeah, that's an A tier cheese right there.
Have you seen Moroccan's video on beating Nas with his knees?
No, I haven't. Is it recent?
No, it was from UFC 4, like when it was in his prime.
Oh wait, I think I seen the video of him like taunting him up and
Yeah,
stuff.
he
Now
couldn't
that
do nothing.
Moroccan knee, it's like somebody, I don't know who figured it out, but the Moroccan knee, it's a thing still, but it's not like it used to be.
Yeah,
So how they do it is they go Stephen Thompson stance on the calf, and then we'll go somebody high power kicks or fast kicks like
yeah.
fucking
Moroccan still does
Sniper.
it.
Yeah, he still does it. It's not like it used to be though. It was crazy. It was like real crazy back in the day, but he does that and then he throws a fucking side kick and it turns into a knee. It is cheese in my eyes, and if we had that up there, it would definitely be up there like a high A. You know what I'm saying? Even worse than Nebo as a combo, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because it was it was almost impossible to sidestep, and they would put it between combinations and shit. So, yeah, that's what I
Next
got,
up, we got the loop and cross, the +4 frames.
man. Loop and cross, man. That was a fucking problem, especially in UFC 3. How far are we
Oh
going
yeah,
back with the loop and cross,
just
dude?
just the history of the loop and cross. It's never really changed for real.
It's always been fucking like cracked as hell. And then like am I crazy or did the hit stuns not like do they
Yeah,
not
it was like
increase?
more hit stun with it too.
Yeah, they just now fixed it in UFC 5, but they had there was a problem in online career mode where it was just
Just OP.
they made the change exactly. They made changes to the straight punch and the jab, but not the snap jab and the loop and cross. So everybody using the loop and cross was getting all the old benefits of a straight punch that they didn't patch out. You feel me? So
EA
I
be
think
lazy.
they be lazy as hell. They be lazy as hell. Like, I think honestly, we was playing UFC 3 yesterday, and that
Yeah,
shit was just insane. I couldn't move my head for shit. You know what I'm saying? Since there's the lay on head movement, I put that.
I'd put it at A.
A? You got up at an A?
Well, it's like it's +4 frames. Like
Yeah. That's actually like a. Yeah.
it's the
Just
most
because of the
plus in the
fact,
game.
yeah. I argue, but when you talk about like high comp level, people have gotten around it. Me personally, I put it at a C. How about we put it like at a B? Can we make a deal there?
Yeah,
You
I'll
think?
put that at a B.
All right, let's put it at a B. Okay. Now this next one, and I'll send you a
Submission
clip.
cancels.
I'll send you a clip so you can see it, so you
Oh
can play
yeah,
it.
against the Mike
I'll send
Tyson.
the clip. Yeah, bro. I had a story with this. I had a Mike Tyson calf. I was on my way to Div 20, top 100, whatever. And this dude, he put me in a submission. And mid submission, he got the chain, and the bar disappeared.
Yeah. So
Talking UFC
actually,
4 submissions.
I mastered this technique right here. So how you would actually do it is I only knew it from the Kimura. So you would get them in the Kimura, and before it would say chain, you would click the chain and you would cancel the submission at the same time, and it would just keep the submission going. So it's for any submission that had a chain to it.
Damn.
But it was like a precise like window to do it.
Yeah, I remember it used to happen when north-south, like there was a north-south choke or something.
Yeah. And shoot, it's a guaranteed win. You can't do nothing. The match is over. Next up, we got standing guillotine in UFC 4. That draining.
Oh my gosh. It was the most, I think, you got to put that a guaranteed win, bro.
It wasn't guaranteed, but it was basically guaranteed.
Basically guaranteed. You had T4H Nightfall. The beginning of the game, it was even worse, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was worse, and they put a patch out for it. But it was still pretty bad.
Yeah. It was even pretty bad in UFC 5, but they patched it so that it's weaker.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not on the cage and shit. So, I would say...
So, we got the death kick in UFC 4.
Let's talk about it.
Now, me personally right here, I would put it at a B or an A because... Okay, so it really depended. Like, you wouldn't really see it coming, but like you would know it was coming depending on like the person you were facing. If they threw a lot of death kicks, but some people, they would come out of nowhere with it, and you wouldn't be ready.
Oh my god!
You would try to lean back, and it would be done.
You put this, if you pair this with somebody who understands the game, like a veteran cheeser. You give this to a veteran cheeser.
Let me say this. Going against a prime Moroccan lion that was throwing Nebo, crane kick, and death kick at the same time, it was very, very frustrating, man. Made you want to just smash your opponent, man.
Because you paired this. It was a block breaking kick in 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people used to go like jab, lead hook, spinning side kick to the head, and that's just so y'all know, it's spinning side kick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the problem used to be that. You would expect a heel kick, but they would throw a death kick, and it would do all this added damage, go straight through the block, and it would look like your person just exploded, and the hands fly in the air and shit. This with the Stephen Thompson kick, with the stance, is like an A. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you would go down thinking it's, a heel kick, and it would just get you.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Next, we got the UFC 2 tie clinch.
This
right here is some cheese. Every single hit was you were stunned after every hit. And you'd be stuck in it. They literally denying everything. You can't get out.
Yeah, I think honestly it was one of my worst experiences, bro. Cause I'll be honest, this was one of them motherfucking things. This was one of them things I used to use. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
I used to use it. I was legit though.
At the beginning, you said you weren't a cheeser.
That was when I was young. USC 3, I was still, I was younger. I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to win, you know what I'm saying? I'm more worried about winning than learning the game and shit. I used to use it. The double kick, jab straight to the body, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a little cheeser, Now, this tie clinch, I put that, I'm not gonna lie, I know we put a lot of stuff in A, but I'll put it up there too. I ain't gonna lie.
If I'm being honest, if you went against an expert tie clincher, it was low key a guaranteed win. Like the top of the top, you couldn't stop them from getting you in it because they would pair you and they would go straight into the clinch. You couldn't throw punches at them because
shit, I forgot. If you pair it with, that's the thing. If you put cheese together, bro, it's just insane, bro. Like knee elbow with fucking jab, death kick and shit.
They would pair you and just clinch you right after, and it was just.
Man. I
put it in A, but when you're really comboing it, it's cooked. And UFC 2. So UFC 2, we got sway strikes. So, do you know what those are? Because I can explain it. Because I'll explain it for the audience. So, in UFC 2, it was a very flawed game. Wasn't a finished game. So, if you were just lean back in UFC 2, no strike could hit your head. Not a single strike in the game could hit your head just leaning back. All you were doing was leaning back. Not a single strike could hit you. No kick, no
What?
punch, nothing. So you would be forced to throw strikes at the body. Because that's all people would spam. They would just lean back, lean back, lean back. That's all it was. That was the cheese.
So you telling me it was like undisputed? It was like undisputed.
Yes.
Dang.
Like undisputed. But yeah, you can only throw kicks to the body, legs, all that.
Damn. Yeah, that's sway strikes. That's probably like fucking the fact that you can't go to the body. I'd say that's like a C or a B. You experienced it though, so I'm gonna let you put it where you think.
I put it at a B because there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of reactions when you would throw punches into, so you could really catch them still. Yeah. But next up, we got something that's just, oh my god, I got the PTSD, the parrying. Oh. You would go against some players, they wouldn't even throw a single punch at you. All their punches would just be parries.
Oh man. See, and here's the thing. UFC 2, like I said, I didn't experience UFC 2. Like, if you say to any UFC 2 player that we need to bring back parry, the first thing they're going to say is, hell no. Because they got PTSD, you know what I'm saying? There is no good version of a parry. Even though they could bring it back, tone it down, and put it under certain situations. Like, it's kind of like if in UFC 5 you could block counter anything, that's pretty much what I'm thinking the parry was. You know what I'm saying? It's anything. Like, yeah.
Every animation in the game could be parried. The kicks were way worse. It was always a free punch, a free anything.
So you could like parry cartwheel kick?
Yes, you could parry anything.
Damn.
And it would always be a free punch, free punishment.
Was it at least parry high or low? What was it?
Nah. Well,
what?
Wait, no. So no one really parried low. It was always high.
Oh.
But you could parry low though. You could parry low.
Yeah. See, as much as I wish that they bring back parrying, like they would have to be so delicate with it, and it would have to be one of them things for the best players to use only. Like, so useless to a new player that it's nothing that nobody can complain about. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because as soon as it gets back, bro, it's
they can. If they made it so you can only parry jabs or straights, that would work. And on certain sides, like you would have to parry with the lead hand or backhand. That would make it really hard to use.
It wouldn't.
You don't think so? It would. Nah. You think it would be too cheesy?
It would just be cheesy anyway, bro. It's
but you
do against it.
But think about this, right? Think about this. I'm not gonna make too long. I'm not trying to extend the video. Yeah. If you had it so you can only parry jabs and straights, right? And you had to make sure that you were using, like, imagine it was like you had to flick up or down, you know what I'm saying, to parry the straight or the jab, you know what I'm saying? If you do that and you feint somebody and they throw out the parry, that's probably like a free knockdown, a free rock. Because if somebody tries to parry instead of block the hook, that's an opening if you think about it.
It's still easier than block counter.
No, it wouldn't be like UFC 2 though. But that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother thing. We can make a video on that.
We got the Cronus Zen.
Guarantee win. Great guarantee win. Guarantee.
We ain't even gotta speak nothing about it. Y'all seen Nas UFC.
You think Nas got a Zen?
Well, didn't he get exposed for having a Zen in 4?
That was a whole different thing. I don't know. I know that he's actually a good player. I don't know if he used the Zen though.
I swear he got exposed for using the Zen in 4. To my memory.
That was what Pryoxis said. I believe.
Yeah, I remember seeing the vid.
But yeah, that's a guaranteed win, bro.
Next up, we got stam draining.
Oh my gosh.
UFC 5.
So there are two different types of stam drain. There's the armbar ones, the like basic ones, and then you got like the fucking in submission ones, the ones that just the regular fakes. Nas or UFC already released the video, and he's doing it so he could get it out of the game. So I respect that. He's released the video on how to do the power stam drains, and I recently figured out how they work. and what conditions they end. You know, uh, I might let Jiggly J have that information and let him release it, so I'm gonna hold it off. But I found out the actual
Wow.
conditions for power stam draining, and you know he could pull up a video. I'll send a video so y'all can see it. But at times, it damn near is almost like a guarantee win. I'm not gonna lie. I know that sounds crazy, but if you do it in a submission, like somebody powers up,
Yeah.
right? They block it. They block it up and top full mount. You go into an arm triangle and you deny the fake. It drains all your stamina. And we already know when all your stamina gets drained, that's like a one shot.
Yeah.
You
Especially if
feel
you
me?
have someone that be one shot.
Yeah. You know, so it's like a one
So
shot submission. I would. That's no. Power
going off
stand
the
draining.
criteria of the one shot, if it depends on who you're using, I'd put guaranteed win.
Yeah, I honestly, it's pretty bad, bro. Like,
You see guy
and it
games.
takes. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Next up, we got guard pulling.
Okay, so
Kron Gracie special.
Strong Gracie special. Now, Nas UFC made a video on this particular cheese, and what it was that um basically you get somebody near the cage and you pull guard, they can't block it. It's unblockable. So somebody will pull guard and flip you into mount. You know what I'm saying? And you would just be fried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's an MJ the special.
you know, I would put that. You know, we put a lot of shit
I'd
in
put
A,
it in
but
B.
this shit is that bad. B. I'd put it in B just because you always have the trip reversal. You know what I'm saying? To stop it, but
Yeah.
people get pretty shiesty with it. So I put that in the B tier. But you already know there's some Mount Demons.
Yeah. In this one, you put this one. Which one was this again?
Bobbleheading, bro.
Oh yeah, bobbleheading.
This is more so annoying in 5 than it is like effective.
Yeah, in 4 it was very effective. 4 it was.
It was a B. In 4 it was a B.
In 4 I'd put it. Cause like I was a expert bobbleheader. In 4, you know, in 5 it really got patched out, but in 4 I'd put the bobbleheading at a. Okay, if we got the looping at B, I'd put it at a B. But it was really
Oh yeah, I forgot the elbow. They would put the elbow after it.
Yeah,
like
this is basically what I mean, like the bobblehead and elbow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it would always land. Like 5, like it doesn't land as much. Before it would always land.
Definitely for sure. All right. The next one is undeniables. Now Jiggly J didn't want to put it on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But undeniables are not supposed to be in the game. Some people try to argue it is, but undeniables is basically where you know how there are certain fakes that you can't do, like you can't fake back sitting. It makes it so you can fake anything in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain technique that you use, and it helps you. Like in UFC 4, it used to help people get out of mount. You know, get people out of side control, get people out of crucifix, all these different difficult positions that used to be super hard to get and used to get you like a ton of GA. You know, sprawl. So I would put it at like a C. UFC 5 undeniable are pretty useless, but I'll put it at a C, especially because of how hard it was to do in time. You used to get yourself in more trouble than good. So I put undeniables at a C.
And next up, we got oblique kicks. We can keep this short, simple, and plain. We can put this useless against good players. Yeah,
I agree.
But you can use it against good players. You can be on your like Rennie timing, but
you're gonna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Try to spam oblique kicks on a good player.
And next up, we got a British a British style of play special. We got slip chaining.
This picture was by Jiggly J's the man, by the way. Okay, so slip chaining. A lot of people don't like it, and that's why I wanted it on the list. You know what I'm saying? You could argue that even that some of the shit's not supposed to be in the game. You know what I mean? So I would put honestly, I would put the slip chaining at like, you'd have to put it like at a
I put it at
C.
C. Yeah,
Yeah, because it takes skill to do.
depends on the player.
It depends on the player, and it depends on how much skill you have. Because if you're not better than the player and you just slip chain, you're gonna lose. So you can actually argue that's a D or a C because of the fact that you have to be like,
A
it's not
good
gonna give
player.
you a big up if you're shit. Like if you're
You have
trash
to
at
be
a game,
British to use it. No one that isn't British doesn't use slip chaining like that effectively. No one that is not British does not use slip chaining effectively. Let's be honest. When was the last non-British player you played that used it effectively against you and knocked you out?
Max, probably.
He's
Not
basically
gonna lie.
British. He's Canadian at this point, so it's
Okay.
whatever.
Alright, bro. Alright.
Did JX knock you out?
The who? JX?
See, look, JX goated. He's British. He does it
It was
effectively.
3-1. It was 3-1 me. I forgot. It was in
Okay,
US
well,
before that. We
either
haven't
way,
fought.
next up, we got Vanderlay hooks or hook
This
standing.
useless. Useless against
Good
anybody.
players.
Useless altogether. You know, now like with
And
this
UFC 3,
list,
It was
UFC 3
decent.
was decent. It was like a C. I ain't gonna lie, because I was playing yesterday. They go uppercut, hook, and like the two hooks will hit you while you pull. This was insane.
Well, we reached the end. How do you guys like the tier list? Comment below what you think about it. You know, stuff we got wrong, whatever.
Yeah, anything we missed, anything you consider cheese. You know what I'm saying? If you got any counters to anything, like if you think anything that ain't a guarantee went up there had easy counters, let us know.
Yeah.
I don't see it, but yeah.
Like, comment, sub. I'll see you later.